Okay, very good morning to all of you. Now we will going to see today what we will going to do. Today we will going to do one full length problem and try yourself problem. Try yourself, which was given in the last lecture. That we will do first. Then we will do full length problem on piecemeal distribution of cash. This was illustration number 7, which was given as a homework, and I hope most of you have already done it. If not, then no problem. I will do for you. The problem goes like this way. Silver, Kingston, and Molly were three partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of half is to one third is to one sixth respectively. On the balance sheet, liability side, there are basically all the three types of liabilities provided to us. Capital liability in the forms of general reserve and capital balance of three partners. Then we have internal liability in the form of Tungsten loan of rupees 50,000, and we also have an external liability of sundry creditors and bank overdraft. Here, bank overdraft is secured against the pledge of a stock. Pledge of a stock means there are three types of a loan which we take. Mortgage loan. Mortgage loan we always take on immovable property where we only transfer the title, not the possession of the goods. But in a pledge loan, we transfer the possession of the goods, not the title. So here the entire stock was given to the bank so that we can take a bank overdraft of 70,000. So it is a secured one, and creditor is unsecured. On the asset side, the important information for us is cash balance of rupees 5,000. Now further problem says bank could realize only 68,000 on the sale of a pledged stock. How much we have to pay to bank? 70,000 was secured, but the bank could realize only 68,000. So balance 2,000 we have to pay to bank, but that balance 2,000 is unsecured. It is not a secured. It is unsecured one because the secured stock was already sold by a bank and realized only 68,000. On the other hand, the assets were realized as follows. We have total 3 realization plus fourth one where the Molly took over the remaining debtors. Let's see. Plant and machinery realized at rupees 1,75,000 after meeting brokerage charges. Means total realization amount which a partnership got is 1,80,000. 5,000 is already paid to brokerage. So net we got 1,75,000 because here it is written very clearly. Plant and machinery realized 1,75,000 after meeting. So after meeting means after paying 5,000, then company got 1,75,000. Then debtor realized 75,000. Again, July debtor realized 15,000 plus the remaining debtor was taken over by Mr. Molly at rupees 5,000, but the said amount paid in cash. When amount is paid in cash by any of the partner, so that partner behave like an outsider only. अगर वो ओन अकाउंट ले जाता तो हमको उसका अकाउंट एडजस्ट करना पड़ता, लेकिन यहाँ पे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं बिकॉज मॉली हैज टेकन अ डेटर्स एंड इमीडिएटली ही पेड कैश. अगर मॉली या कोई और होता तो भी उससे कैश हम लेते. तो जैसे हमने मॉली से कैश ले लिया, ही बिहेव लाइक आउटसाइडर. सो देयर इज नो partners adjustment here. Straight away we got a 5,000 and that 5,000 will be distributed among the partners. A sum of rupees 2,500 was kept reserved for meeting realization expenses. Actual was 2,000. We were made finally on 15 July. 15 July को पता लगा कि 2,000 खर्चा है और लास्ट रियलाइजेशन कभी हो रहा है? जुलाई में हो रहा है बेटा. So in the last realization, we will do the adjustment of provision of realization expenses. Which provision? Excess provision. Then this is important point. A creditor of rupees 8,000 agreed to forego rupees 2,000. कह रहा 16,000 में से एक RDR के क्रेडिटर ऐसे थे जिन्होंने कहा भाई 2,000 भूल जाओ, 2,000 हमने आपको डिस्काउंट दे दिया. अभी कौन से RDR थे उससे हमको लेना देना नहीं, हमको सिर्फ ये पता है कि अल्टीमेटली वी गॉट दैट डिस्काउंट ऑफ रुपीज 2,000. ठीक है. तो ये 14 का क्या हो जाएगा, 16 का क्या हो जाएगा बेटा 14 बिकॉज माइनस 2,000. while claim of an unrecorded creditor 1,000 had to be admitted. हमको बाद में पता लगा 1,000 के क्रेडिटर से जो हमने रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं किए हुए उनको ही पैसे देना है, तो 1,000 से बढ़ जाएगा हमारा क्रेडिटर. तो लुक एट हियर, देखो जरा पीछे वापस से 16,000. ओके 16,000 था, हमने 1,000 का जो हमारे क्रेडिटर थे वो हम भूल गए थे रिकॉर्ड करना. अगर समझ लो हम उनको रिकॉर्ड करते हैं 1,000 प्लस करते हैं, ठीक है. सो इट बिकम 17,000, बट we also got a discount of rupees 2000 क्योंकि आरडीआर के कुछ ऐसे थे क्रेडिटर जिन्होंने कहा भाई 2000 जो आपके वो भूल जाओ, हमको नहीं चाहिए, so minus 2000. So ultimately the net creditors we have to pay is 15,000. Okay, 16,000 plus 1,000 comes to 17. 17 minus 2 comes to 15,000 total creditor we have to pay. Is it okay to all of you? Now,
Yes.
now let move to the
Yes, sir.
worksheet. Let move to the worksheet so that first of all we will do statement of excess capital. Now there are three partners, Silver, Tang and Moli. Let's see their balances. We have 1,54,000, 50,000, 50,000, 1,50,000, 1,54,000, 50,000 and 50,000. Okay. General reserve we will see later, but we have PSR 3:2:1. From where we got this figure? Look at here. In the last problem, last to last problem, I've explained how this half, 1/3 and 1/6 is converted into 3:2:1. Now let's see, we also have a general reserve with us of rupees 15,000. How much? 15,000. So look at here, this 15,000 is divided by total how much? Ratio is 6. 15,000 is divided by 6. So we will get a 1 unit claim. 2,500 multiplied by 3 comes to 7,500 for silver, 5,000 for Tang and 2,500 for Molly. So if we add, it will become 1,61,500. This is the adjusted capital. Adjusted capital, as you know, actual capital plus adjustment, plus or minus adjustment, whatever we have. For Tungsten, it comes 55,000, and for Molly, it is 52,500. Okay, so this was a given information to all of us. We have just bifurcated as per the PSR. Now let's see the unit value. Our actual problem starts from here. Now unit value formula says adjusted capital divided by individual PSR. So 1,61,500 divided by 3. Tell me the amount.
53,833.
58,000.
53,833.
Okay, here it will be 27,500 if I'm not wrong, and here it will be 42,500. So now we have to calculate proportionate capital. For proportionate capital, it says smallest unit value multiplied by individual PSR. So here we have a smallest unit 27,500 multiplied by individual PSR. So 27,500 multiplied by 3 comes to
82,500.
82,500. Here it comes to 55,000, and here it will remain 27,500. Now we will going to find out excess capital, and the formula says adjusted capital minus proportionate capital. So for Mr. Silver, we have 79,000. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
0 for Tungsten, and for Molly it will be around 27,500 only. No, it comes around
25,000.
25,000. Okay. Now we got excess capital of two partner. So again we will going to repeat the step. So once again we will going to calculate unit value, and the formula this time will be slightly changed. Excess capital divided by individual PSR. So 79,000 divided by 3 comes to
26,333.
okay. For Tungsten it will be 0, and here it will be 25,000. Now again we have to calculate proportionate capital. Smallest unit multiplied by individual PSR. Smallest unit is 25,000 multiplied by 3 comes to 75,000. Here it will be 0, and here it comes 25,000. So we got ultimate excess capital of rupees 4,000, which we require to pay to Mr. Silver. Okay. So while making a payment, first of all, we will pay 4,000 to Mr. Silver. Then we will pay second proportionate capital between Silver and Molly of rupees 1 lakh. Okay. And finally, we will going to pay as per the first proportionate capital. As per the first proportionate capital, 1,65,000. I hope this is clear to all of you. After doing 6 problem, I think you people are aware how to make a excess capital statement. This is one of the important statement. Once you make your excess capital statement properly, this 5 marks will be there with you, as well as while paying off your capital liability, you will get another 7 to 8 marks. So ultimately, you are achieving 13 marks if your excess capital is correct. Now, shall we move to the piecemeal distribution? Okay. So this is a piecemeal distribution of cash. We have, let me increase the size of it so that you can able to see it. I hope now it is clearly visible to all of you, those who are operating with mobile phone. Now write down balance, cash balance, how much we have? 5,000. Bank OD, look at here, 70,000. We have taken a bank OD, but out of that 68 is already realized by bank. 70 में से 68 बैंक को मिल गया है. So we only have to pay 2,000 to the bank. Now creditor is 15,000. I have already told how we got a 15,000. 16,000 was total. Okay, 1,000 we have admitted. एक unrecorded creditor का जो हमने record कर लिया, तो it will become 17,000 and we got a discount of rupees 2,000. I can say discount because 8,000 वालों ने कहा कि चलो 2,000 रुपए ऐसे जो हमने आपके माफ कर दिए. So it is just like a discount only. ठीक है? So minus 2,000, so it got 15,000. Now let's see. Tungsten loan is 50,000. That is internal loan. Silver, Tang और Molly का हमने यहाँ पर बेटा क्या किया था? Capital देखा था हमने. ये वाला adjusted capital. We will going to write this adjusted capital only. So 1,61,500 for silver, 55,000 for Tang, and 52,500 for Molly. Okay. Now let's start with the problem. In the problem, it is said that first of all we have to keep a sum of rupees 2,500 aside for meeting realization expenses. So when we keep anything aside, that means we are making a provision of it. So let's provision for realization expenses. So it comes 2,500. Balance is 2,500. Okay. Now 2,500 cash available with us. First of all, let pay to external liability. Less paid for bank OD and creditors. दोनों को इसलिए पे किया बेटा. Now bank overdraft is also unsecured. क्योंकि जो secured था उसमें 68,000 ले लिया उन्होंने. अब बाकी जो 2,000 बच्चे वो unsecured हो गए. And creditor is also unsecured. So both have an equal chance of getting a money. दोनों को equal chance मिलना चाहिए. लेकिन क्या रेशियो मिलना चाहिए of their closing balance? तो closing balance का रेशियो क्या हो बेटा? 2:15. कितना आया? 2:15. ठीक है? Now this total 2,500. Look at here. Equals to 2,500 divided by 2:15 का total कितना हुआ? 17. Okay. So 1,48,000 was 1 unit. Multiply by 15 unit of creditors. So it comes to 22,206. So here it will be 294. Okay. This point is clear. Anybody have any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So 2,000 minus 2 194, it comes 1706. Okay, and here it will be 12,794. Okay, now we'll go for first realization. Add first realization of assets. Now first realization gives me how much? 1,75,000. Look at here, 1,75,000 after meeting a brokerage of 5,000. So if you want, you can write down in a bracket so that a picture should be clear. 1,80,000 we got minus 5,000 we paid brokerage, and we could realize how much? 1,75,000. Now out of this 1,75,000, first of all we will going to pay our external liability. So I will write less paid to bank, overdraft and creditor. How much we have to pay? Look at here, 2 plus 15 comes to 17,000. Out of 17,000 we already paid 2,500. Now the balance is 14,500. If you add this two figure, it will come 14,500 only. I am solving this problem. If anybody have any doubt, you can stop me in between and you can ask me a question. Sir, this is what I am not understanding. Please explain me again. So here the balance is, tell me the balance, 1,60,500. Okay. Now after paying external, now first of all we will going to pay internal. So I will write less paid for tungsten loan. Okay. So it was 50,000. So straight away I paid 15,000. After this, my internal liability also completely paid off, and I have a cash with me is 1,10,500. Now from here onward, I will going to follow excess capital, because now I will going to pay my capital liability. As per the excess capital, it is said that first of all I have to pay 4,000 to Mr. Silver, then 1 lakh to Mr. Silver and Mr. Molly. So let me pay first of all less paid to Mr. Silver. It is 4,000. So here I will pay 4,000. So balance is 1,57,500. Okay, and here balance is 1,06,500. Now after paying ultimate excess capital, now I will going to pay second proportionate capital. Less paid to Mr. Silver and Mr. Molly. I paid how much? 1 lakh. Okay, and this 1 lakh is divided as 50,000 for silver and 25,000 for molybdenum. Okay, now I have a cash 6,500 available with me, and here my balance is 1 lakh.
सर सिल्वर के लिए 75,000 है.
हाँ, yeah, sorry, 75,000. So my balance is 82,500. कितना बैलेंस आया? Yes, it's 82,500. Here it is 55,000, and here it comes 27,500. Now let's see, we reach to the level of first proportionate capital, 82,000, 55,000 and 27,500. Now from here onward we will going to pay as per the PSR. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले हम यहाँ पे लिख देंगे less paid to all partners. ठीक है, 6,500 divided by 6 करो, जल्दी बताओ मुझे कितना आया. Straight away it will be 3250. यहाँ पर बताओ कितना आया?
2166.
इसका आया 1083 और उसका डबल कर दो, इट विल बी
1166.
67 it will come.
Yeah.
Okay, so here cash is 0, and if we calculate here, it will come 79 if I am not wrong. No, 79 to 50. Okay, here it will be
52,833.
and here it will be 26,417. Okay, now we'll go for second realization. Add second realization of assets. How much you got from the second one? 75,000. So straight away I will write 75,000 we got. So 75,000 rupees is available for distribution to all the partners. Now this 75,000 is divided in the ratio of, so it will be 75 comes 37,500 for silver, and look at here, 75,000 divided by 6, so it is 12,500 for moly and 25,000 for tungsten. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So here it comes 41,250. 250 or 750? It comes 750, I think.
750.
Okay. Here it will be 52,000 minus 25,000, 27,000, and here it will be 26,000 minus comes to 13,917. Now we'll go for third realization. Third realization of assets. Now here in third realization we getting a two thing. क्या दो चीज मिल रहा है? 15,000 तो हमको डेटा रियलाइज करके मिल गए, 5,000 रुपए मौली से आ गए क्योंकि उसने भी कुछ डेटा ले लिए थे. सो मौली as I said will be treated as outsider because he paid a cash, he have not taken data on account. So here we will write 15,000 plus 5,000, so total we got how much? 20,000. So this 20,000 we have with us. Now this is the last realization of asset. After that we will not get anything. So let do the adjustment of realization expenses. We made a excess realization of 2,500 and ultimately the actual was 2,000. So we made a excess provision of rupees 500. So let add excess provision of realization expenses. How much? 500. 2,500. So 20,500 we got a cash to distribute to all the partners. So I will write less paid to all partners 20,500, and this 20,500 will be distributed amongst partner in their profit sharing ratio. So it comes 3,417 for moly, and it will come okay 33. So we will write 68,833 and here it will be 10,250. So now let's see the actual loss. 31,000 for 31,500 for silver, 21,000 for tungsten, and 10,500 for moly. So we got a realization loss okay. Now let's see that loss is in the ratio of 3:2:1. Total loss is 63,000. If I add all the losses, it comes 63,000. Okay. That you can also verify with the help of the entire thing. Now, how much we have to pay the liability? 4,05,000 minus 68,000, because 68,000 was paid, minus 1,000 more. So whatever amount you are getting plus 2,000 is your expenses which you will going to pay off. Okay? Minus all the amount received plus 5,000 cash. So you will get a net loss or net profit, whatever. If your inflow is more, then it is a profit. If your outflow deemed to be more, then it is a loss. Is it okay for all of you? Let's see the entire problem so that you can able to see how the presentation should be of the problem. This is the entire problem. Okay. I hope everything is right for all of you.
Yes.
Now shall we move to next problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That is a homework problem. We only have almost 15 minutes left out. We will try to finish off as possible as we can. जो बच जाएगा that you will do at homework. ठीक है? I have also taken a problem. This problem where we have a varieties of secured loan. Now let's see problem number 8. Illustration number 8 goes like this way. Tushar, Harsh, and Sachin are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1 respectively. The firm dissolved on 31st March 2020 when their balance sheet was as below. On the liability side, we have a capital liability in the form of capital balance of 3 partners plus reserves. And we have external liability in the form of secured loan, bills payable and creditor. Look at here, secured loan is secured external liability and this is unsecured liability. So whenever we will going to pay external liability, first of all, we always try to pay a secured one. On the asset side, cash and bank balance is important for us, 35,000. Okay. The realization expenses estimated was 14,000, but the actual was 13,000. So that we will do after a last realization of 1,08,500. So this is a problem in front of us. We have 4 realization. This problem is simple, but we have lots of calculation here. Okay, the answer will come in point. We have to round off. So this kind of problem, it looks that it is a simple one, but while doing, you require a lots of calculation to do. Let's see. Shall I move to the worksheet? Okay, this is a worksheet with us. So first of all, we will going to make excess capital statement of 3 partners, Tushar, Harsh, and Sachin. So first of all, let's write down their actual capital. Their actual capital is 1,71,500 for Tushar. For Harsh, it is 73,500, and for Sachin, it comes to 35,000. Their profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. Okay. They also have a general reserve with them. General reserve is 42,000. So 42,000 divided by total unit of profit means divided by 6 comes to 7,000. So here it will be 21,000. Here it comes 14,000 and 7,000 for Sachin. So now 1,92,500 is actual capital of Tushar, and for Harsh it comes 87,500, and Sachin it is 42,000. Now this was information which is already given in the balance sheet. Now our actual calculation of excess capital starts from step number 1, where we have to calculate a unit value. So 92,500 divided by 3. Tell me how much it comes.
64,166.
64,166. Okay. Now here it comes to
43,750.
750, and here it comes 42,000. Now in the step number 2, we have to calculate smallest unit value multiply by individual PSR. Smallest unit value is 42,000. So 42,000 multiplied by 3 comes to 1,26,000. You also do a calculation, huh? Then it comes to 84,000, and here it comes 42,000. So my excess capital is for Mr. Tushar. How much it is? Please calculate and tell me.
66,500.
66,500. Here it comes 3,500 if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
And for
0.
Sachin it comes 0. Now we have a 2 excess capital. So again we will going to follow the steps. तो यहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे, इसको वापस से करने की कोशिश करेंगे. So here it will be 66,000 divided by 500. So it will be 22,167.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it will be 3,500. 0 for Sachin. Now we have to calculate second proportionate capital. Now formula remains same. Smallest unit multiplied by individual PSR. So 3,500 multiplied by 3 comes to
10,500.
10,500, and here it comes to
7,000.
3,500 divided by 2.
35,000 divided by 2. So here amount will be different.
1,750.
750. Okay. So here it comes 3,500, and here it comes to 5,250 if I'm not wrong. Is it correct? So my ultimate excess capital is 61,250. So first of all, I will going to pay 61,250 to Mr. Tushar. Then I will going to pay second proportionate capital between Mr. Tushar and Harsh, which comes around 8,750. And thereafter, I will going to pay first proportionate capital, which comes to 2,52,000. Okay. So I hope statement of excess capital is comfortable to all of you. You can able to do it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now moving to piecemeal distribution of cash. Piecemeal distribution of cash. In cash we have 35,000. 35,000. Secured loan we have 63,000. Bills payable we have 35,000, and 17,000 we have creditors. 17,500, sorry. Okay, 17,500. Tushar, Harsh or Sachin ka we got a adjusted capital. It comes 92,500. Let me take this entire thing from here. From here. Okay. So this is what we got as a adjusted capital. Now, first of all, we will going to pay a provision for realization expenses, which is said 14,000 estimation we have done. So less provision for realization expenses. It comes to 14,000. So balance is 21,000 if I'm not wrong. Now this 21,000, first of all, we will pay for secured bank loan. So paid for secured bank loan. It is 21,000. So we paid 21,000. So secured loan left out is 42,000. Here you also do a calculation along with me, because if I do some wrong calculation, you should rectify me. Now after this, we will go for first realization. Add first realization of assets. It comes to 87,500. 87,500. So this 80,500, first of all, we will going to pay for secured bank loan, which is 42,000. 42,000. Now we completely paid off our loan. Now the balance left out is
45,500.
500. Now this 45,500 will be paid to tell me,
Bills payable and creditors.
Does
to bills payable and
creditors.
why both? Because both are unsecured.
Unsecured.
ठीक है, अनसिक्योर्ड. और जब दोनों अनसिक्योर्ड है तो दोनों का मिलने का राइट इक्वल होता है. ठीक है, लेकिन हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पर, वी विल ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट अ रेशियो बिटवीन देम. रेशियो कितना है? रेशियो देखो 2:1 है. 35,000 एंड 17,500. 17,500 का डबल कितना होता है? 35. So here our calculation becomes a simple. Why it becomes a simple? Because we have the amount called as 45,500 divided by 3. 2:1. So it comes to 15,167. So here it comes 30,333. Okay. So here we don't have a cash with us. Let's see here what is the situation. 4,667 left out और यहाँ पर 2,333. Now we'll go for second realization of asset. ठीक है. So second realization of assets, वहां से हमको कितने पैसे मिल रहे हैं? Let's see from the problem. 31,500 we are getting. So here we are getting 31,500. ठीक है. अभी इसको मैं थोड़ा सा नीचे ले लेता हूं, so that I can delete this thing. Okay. So total cash available with us is 31,500 because it was a second realization. Again we will going to pay to creditor and bills payable. कितना अमाउंट है दोनों को मिलाकर बेटा? 7,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 7,000 is paid. Oh, I have did a blunder. I should not delete that particular line. 7,000. So it was 4,667 and 2,333. So here we don't have any external liability left out, and the available cash is 24,500, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this 24,500, first of all, we will going to pay Mr. Tushar, because now we will going to follow excess capital statement. Okay. And as per the statement of excess capital, first of all, we have to pay to Mr. Mr. Tushar 61,250. Okay. So let's pay to Mr. Tushar 24,500 पूरा हम दे देंगे उसको. So here 24,500 entire we paid to him. So here it balance remains
1,68,000.
1,68,000. No cash available. Okay. Now last 1 minute left out. So जितना प्रॉब्लम हमसे होगा हम उतना कर लेंगे, बाद में हम छोड़ देंगे. ठीक है. That you will do it. I think paying off capital liability is not a difficult job for all of you. Third realization, from third realization we are getting a sum of rupees 1,12,000. Okay. Now first of all let pay to Mr. Tushar. तुषार का कितना पैसा बाकी रह गया था अभी? तुषार को कितना देना बाकी था? 61,500 में से 61,500 में से हमने 24,500 दे दिया था. ठीक है. So I can say इतने में से हमने 24,500 we have already paid to him. So 36,750 we have to pay. So here now we will write 36,750 we have to pay to Tushar. So 36,750. Now the balance of Tushar remains 1,31,250. और यहाँ पर हम देखेंगे कैश हमारे पास बचा. Now let's pay to second proportionate capital. उसके आगे से आप पे करना. Paid to Tushar and हर्ष, दोनों को मिला कितना था बेटा? 8,750, which is divided as 5,250 and 3,500. ठीक है. Let's see cash available with us, and here it will remain. Okay. और यहाँ पर कितना रह गया? 1,26,000 बच गया वहां पर, माइनस ठीक है. और यहाँ पे कितना बचा था बेटा? 42,000. लेट्स सी, हैव वी रीच्ड टू द लेवल ऑफ फर्स्ट प्रोपोर्शनेट कैपिटल? 1,26,000, 84,000 और 42. वहां पर हमारा कुछ गड़बड़ है. 84 नहीं है ना? We got 84. Yes, we got 84. So now from here onward, what we will do? We will let's pay to all partners as per their profit sharing ratio. I think इसके आगे आप लोग कर लोगे. Now we whatever the cash available you have to distribute to all the partners as per their PSR. और लास्ट में एक एडजस्टमेंट करना है. क्या एडजस्टमेंट करना है बच्चे? 1,000 का. ठीक है. 1,000 you will going to add back to your last realization of 1,08,500. I hope इसके आगे का प्रॉब्लम आप कर लोगे.
Yes.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes, sir.